Learning to swim. Helen was at her local swimming pool, but she wasn't there to swim. She had brought her daughter Holly for her first swimming lesson. Holly was 4 now and was old enough to start swimming lessons. Helen couldn't believe how tall Holly was in her swimming costume. She was quite a nervous child and was a bit afraid of the water. As the children got into the water with their swimming teacher, Helen sat down in one of the white plastic chairs next to the pool. Holly seemed okay, so Helen took a book out of her bag and began to read. It was a very boring book about office software, but Helen knew that she really should read it. She needed to get up to date with changes in computers if she wanted to get a job when Holly started school in September. She hated the idea of going back to work. She never felt comfortable working in offices, with their hierarchy and their office politics. She was a quiet person and she never felt comfortable working in a team. Everyone else seemed more confident and more intelligent than her. She had been happy to leave when Holly was born. She found it difficult to concentrate on her book. The children in the water were much more interesting. She was glad when one of the other mothers started talking to her. "Excuse me," she said, "I love your daughter's swimming bag. Where did you get it?" "Oh, thank you," replied Helen, picking up Holly's pink bag. "I made it myself. Holly chose the flower motif and I sew it all on my machine." "It's lovely, and such a good idea to personalize it by sewing her name on the front." "Yes, well, it's helpful to have her name on it. You know how children lose things." "Oh, yes. I hoped you could tell me where to buy one. I've been looking for a bag for my son's swimming things, but all the ones in the shops have these stupid TV and film characters on. It's all marketing. I just want one with a nice sport motif, but it would be great if he could have his name on it too." "Well, that wouldn't be very hard to do." "It would be for me. You couldn't make one for me, could you? I would be happy to pay you." "Oh goodness, I wouldn't know what to charge. The materials would only cost about £3 or £4, so would £5 be okay?" "Well, you'll need to charge for your time as well. Shall we say £10 then?" So the next week Helen brought a blue bag, beautifully sewn, with a picture of a swimmer and the boy's name sewn on it. The other mother was so pleased that she showed it to the other parents. The teacher was also interested. "I organized the children's swimming team here," she said, "and it would be great if all the team could have the same bags. Do you do other sizes and designs? What about swimming towels?" So, the third week of the course, Helen brought in a price list that she had made at home on the computer. It was only in black and white, but she listed the colors she could offer, the different motifs she could sew and the different sizes of bags she could make. She had done some research on the internet and had found where she could get some towels at a good price. By the end of the 4th lesson, she had 2 new orders. One small order from another family and a big one from the swimming club. The swimming teacher suggested she should get a website and sell through that. It wasn't a bad idea. When she and Holly arrived at the pool for the 5th lesson, Helen went to the reception desk and asked if she could leave some advertising leaflets on the display with all the information about sports clubs and local activities. She had already put a card in the window of the newsagents and had left leaflets at the local family center. She wanted to get her adverts out now during the summer to catch the back-to-school market. And then in September, when Holly was at school, she could start thinking about products for Christmas stockings, makeup bags, even pajamas, all personalized with a name or a motif. Maybe she could have a stall at some of the Christmas bazaars at local schools and churches. The 6th week was the last lesson of the course. Holly had really enjoyed the lessons and had made good progress. She still couldn't swim all the way across the pool without putting a foot down, but she was stronger and more confident than before. She came home with a certificate. Helen stuck it on the fridge door next to her latest advertising leaflet. "Well done, Holly," she said. "You should feel very proud of yourself." And I'm proud of myself too, she thought. I don't know if my business will sink or swim, but at least I'm not afraid of getting back into the water anymore.